Well, greetings everyone. Mike Shoesmith here. Listen, this is just something that I came across, I've been thinking about, and thought I would share with you. There are some strange connections here between the NSA leaks and the Wikileaks people. And let me start off by saying that we are, P.P. Simmons is not into the whole God hates fags, gay bashing business. We believe that God loves homosexuals. We're not anti-homosexual. We love them as much as we love anybody else. But this is a connection here that and this is very personal to me. I am not going to pretend that everyone here at P.P. Simmons agrees with me on this. But I suspect that many do, and yet you're afraid to say so. But this is something that I just posted today, and I want to do a video report on it as well. And I'll put a link to this article in the video description because there are links here, etc. You can see that my name is clearly visible here. This is my opinion. But I notice here in an article from the AP, and there's a link to the whole article. We just posted a couple of paragraphs. But Bradley Manning, now this is the guy who leaked all of the information to WikiLeaks. Okay, this is the guy that did it. Right, there's a picture of him there. And his name is Bradley Manning. And Bradley Manning plans to live as a woman named Chelsea and wants to begin hormone therapy as soon as possible. This guy was just sentenced to 35 years in prison. So guess who's going to pay for the hormone therapy? Yeah, you guys are. Oh, man. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison for sending classified material to WikiLeaks. So he's going to use his time in the clink to get some hormone therapy because he announced the decision in a written statement provided to NBC's Today Show, asking supporters to refer to him by his new name and the feminine pronoun. The statement was signed Chelsea E. Manning, and you can read more on that. Now, this is a guy who ratted out his own country, right? To foreigners, to the WikiLeaks people. And the WikiLeaks people, they've been in hiding, running away like cowards. I know some people have named them heroes for doing this. But, really, honestly, are they really heroes running around the country, running for their lives instead of standing up like men? I want to give you guys another example here. You see these two guys here? These two guys here in this picture. Let me zoom in here on this one. Okay, so here's this guy here. I don't know if you guys saw the Manning guy here, but there he is there. And here's the guys. These two guys. One of them is a journalist, and the journalist is the one who the NSA stuff was sent to by Snowden. Okay, so this Edward Snowden guy, he was with the NSA. He has all this information. Who does he give it to? Now remember, this guy's a homosexual right here. Okay. Now again, we're not against the homosexuals per se. We love them, but listen to this. Here is a connection here. I just think that this should be mentioned because here we have this guy, a traitor to his country. Traitor, by that I mean giving classified information to foreigners. All right? With the WikiLeaks people, they're foreigners. And then they ran and hid. Okay? You with me now? All right? And he plans on using taxpayer money, probably. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but he's going to be in prison, so. For gender reclassification, redesignation. Okay? He's a homosexual. He's going to turn into. So here we have a homosexual turning on his own country to the foreigners. All right? This guy here was fed information by Edward Snowden. I think it was this guy here, actually. It was one of these two guys. Anyway, this guy also a homosexual. All right? The gay partner of the journalist who first reported on the mass surveillance was detained at London's Heathrow Airport on Sunday and questioned for hours. So they're all upset that the people in London question them on terrorism suspicions, right? But there is a stark contrast between two other American heroes. I mean, real heroes. Now, I know a lot of people think that this Snowden guy is a hero, but listen, this guy sucker punched his own family, or his own country, which should essentially be your family. And then he took off to essentially America's enemies in the world, at the very least, America's competitors, the communists in China and the former Soviets in Russia. I mean, does anyone else but me have a problem with that? Now, if this guy was a real American hero, would he have not have stuck around and fought from within instead of sucker punching his own country and then running off to America's enemies and hiding behind the red skirts of the Chinese and the Soviets? Well, the Soviets, they don't exist anymore. Russia's a democracy. Please, please, please. Putin was president. Then he put his own guy in as president. Then his own guy stepped aside so he could be president again. I mean, come on, please, really? Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about these two guys. Colonel Lakin. Now, Colonel Lakin is a hero. He was in the military, and he refused to take orders from the president until the president verified who he was. Because even in the high ranks of the military, Lakin understood that there was no verifiable evidence to support where Barack Obama was from. So Lakin refused to follow orders from Barack Obama, and he went to jail for it. He stood up to the establishment and stuck around, folks. He didn't run off and hide behind the red skirts of America's competitors on the world stage. Lakin is a man. And guess what? There is no gender reassignment discussions there. There is no connection to homosexuality there. Now, I'm just saying. We're just reporting this here. And the other one I want to talk about is Mike Zullo. Mike Zullo is currently fighting the establishment from within. And he's not, running around Russia and Hong Kong and looking for, some sort of asylum so that he can launch barbs from foreign countries. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? Here we have two people who are homosexuals launching attacks against the United States. And we're supposed to think these people are heroes? Really? Is that what we're supposed to think? I don't know. This guy gave top secret information to foreigners, to foreign interests, right? These guys here were fed information from Edward Snowden, who then ran for cover amongst America's enemies. People, you got to see this. I mean, I know this is just my opinion. There may be some even here at PP Simmons who would disagree with me, but I just want to point this out to you. This has troubled me for some time. That traitors are being called heroes. I'm sorry. I mean, there had to be another way. If Snowden had done his heroic deed and stuck around, then maybe I would have a different outlook on it. But here we have a obvious connection. I mean, if it was just the one guy, it would just be a whatever. But there's only 2% of the population is homosexual, and here we have 100% of this stuff has homosexual connections. Meanwhile, these two guys who are fighting the establishment from within, they are sticking around, and there's no gay connection there at all. I just think this had to be pointed out. And you guys, you can decide on what conclusions you want to make from this. We're not anti-homosexual here. We're anti-sin, and homosexuality is a sin according to the Bible. I just wanted to point this out to you guys. This is where I stand on it. My name is Mike Shoesmith. Thank you for watching.